The episode begins with Yuji attacking Todo, but Todo is merely toying with him. Suddenly, Todo punches Yuji in the face and thinks to himself, "He's already improving. Every time I hit him, he's getting better." As he slams Yuji down, Todo is impressed, thinking, "He's throwing me down perfectly." Yuji then tries to counter with a divergent fist, but Todo blocks it with a rock-like plate, shocking Yuji. Todo grabs Yuji's hand and says, "Your divergent fist is slow because of your cursed energy lag. It works against average sorcerers, but not against special grades. You need to time your energy release with your physical attacks." Yuji struggles to understand and asks, "So are we just talking about energy flow?" Todo explains how cursed energy flows from the navel through the body. Thinking of the body in parts creates delays in energy flow. Instead, one must live with their whole body and soul. Yuji starts to understand, and Todo encourages him. Meanwhile, Nobara and Momo have a tense exchange. Nobara mentions killing Mai, who resembles Maki, which confuses Momo. Suddenly, Panda engages Mechamaru, who is revealed to be a cursed corpse controlled remotely. Panda uses gorilla mode to fight Mechamaru, who transforms into his albatross mode, revealing his tragic origin. Born disabled, his body is in constant pain. Despite that, he uses powerful cursed energy. A fierce battle unfolds, with Panda landing powerful blows. He reveals he has 3 cores: his own, his brother's gorilla core, and his shy sister's core. The episode ends with a mutual understanding between Panda and Mechamaru. The episode begins with Yua thinking that Maki is too powerful, using a long weapon that keeps her at a distance. Yua struggles just to block her attacks, admitting that if Maki used a real sword, she would have died twice already. Maki lands a heavy kick, knocking Mai into the water. When Mai surfaces, Maki attacks again, but Mai dodges and activates her simple domain, which automatically counters anything within a 2.21-meter radius, but breaks if she moves. Maki suspects Mai plans to disarm her to find an opening. Suddenly, Mai breaks her own weapon and throws a piece at Maki, who blocks it, only to be caught off guard as Mai lunges. Maki counters with a surprise move, knocking Mai's weapon away. Observing from afar, Mei says Mai deserves promotion. Gojo agrees but mentions clan interference. Meanwhile, Nobara is hit by Momo's broom and furious at the damage to her face. They argue about how women are judged differently. If strong, they're called unfeminine. If cute but weak, they're underestimated. Momo reveals the harsh expectations female sorcerers face, especially those from elite families like Zenin. Nobara, unfazed, retaliates with her straw doll technique and defeats Momo with fierce determination, declaring her love for both her strength and her beauty. Elsewhere, Maki confronts Mai in a fierce gun-vs-spear battle, ultimately catching Mai off guard. As Mai questions why Maki left the clan, Maki reveals she couldn't accept living a lie. The episode ends with Mai saying she hates Maki for breaking her promise, leaving a bitter, emotional note. The episode begins with Megumi being pierced by arrows launched by Noritoshi, but he manages to break them. Megumi notices that the arrows have blood on the tips, suspecting it's Noritoshi's technique that ignores physics. Noritoshi confronts Megumi, complimenting his summoning skills but disliking his restraint. Megumi mentions his divine dog is busy, and Noritoshi activates his clan's blood manipulation technique, controlling blood-stained objects. He strikes Megumi with precision, pushing him back. Meanwhile, Miwa is stunned after seeing her comrade fall and receives a call from Inumaki, who knocks her out with a cursed word. Inumaki then senses something terrifying approaching, while a semi-first-grade curse spirit is released nearby, meant for training but now unleashed. Back at the battlefield, Noritoshi explains his reasoning for wanting to kill Yuji. It's his decision as the Kamo clan's heir, not a command. Megumi disagrees, saying he trusts his instincts, not right or wrong. He uses his trump card, Max Elephant, to launch a massive water attack. Noritoshi counters with a lightning strike using the wet conditions, but Megumi withstands it. Suddenly, cursed energy surges as Hanami appears, launching an attack. Gojo realizes the enemy has initiated their plan and uses his 6 eyes to observe a nearly completed cursed barrier. The veil is designed to keep gojo out while allowing others in. Inside, Hanami speaks in a strange language, threatening humanity and declaring the end of humans has begun. The group prepares for battle as the chaos escalates, ending the episode on a chilling note. The episode begins with Megumi, Noritoshi, and Inumaki escaping from the cursed tree attacks. Noritoshi identifies Hanami's presence, and Inumaki stops him with a command. Noritoshi strikes with blue convergence, piercing blue, wounding Hanami slightly. Megumi realizes Hanami hadn't been serious until now. Noritoshi urges the group to move quickly, knowing Hanami will heal fast. They strategize to keep attacking and retreating until they can escape the barrier and reunite with the others. Inumaki's cursed speech is proving less effective, and there's no way to contact the teachers. Just then, Hanami attacks again, severely injuring Inumaki. Megumi and Noritoshi retaliate, but Hanami continues advancing. Megumi summons new Shikigami, and Maki joins in, wielding the special-grade cursed tool, Playful Cloud. They coordinate attacks, but Hanami is incredibly durable, even when wounded. Megumi explains the rules of cursed tools and the consequences of losing Shikigami. As the battle intensifies, Maki and Megumi launch a joint attack, switching weapons and targeting Hanami with all their strength. Hanami responds with a parasitic flower growing on Megumi's stomach, exploiting cursed energy usage. The team realizes Hanami is much stronger than expected. Just when things seem dire, Yuji and Todo arrive. Todo motivates Yuji, warning that unless he lands a perfect black flash, he won't help. Yuji finally delivers a powerful punch, but not yet a black flash. Todo explains the power of black flash, a phenomenon that dramatically boosts cursed energy output. Yuji eventually lands a successful black flash, impressing both Todo and Hanami, escalating the fight further. The episode begins with Todo seen beating someone up, narrating how in the 3rd grade he once beat up a cocky high schooler just for mocking him, but it wasn't satisfying. Boring people make for boring fights. Suddenly, a sorcerer named Yuki, Tsukumo compliments his fight and asks what type of women he likes. Todo is stunned, narrating that at that moment, it felt like his soul had been fulfilled. In the present, Todo decides it's time to use his technique, warning Yuji to trust him without question. He analyzes Hanami's attacks: wooden roots, delayed impact balls, cursed words, and flower fields meant to distract and weaken. Todo then activates his technique, Boogie Woogie, which lets him swap positions with others by clapping. Using this unpredictably, he and Yuji confuse and overwhelm Hanami, landing blows in sync. Hanami is frustrated by their speed and coordination, unable to anticipate who will strike next. Meanwhile, Nanami explains the rarity of using Black Flash multiple times consecutively, calling it a temporary state of cursed energy mastery. Yuji surprises everyone by landing 4 consecutive Black Flashes. Back at the battlefield, Yuji and Todo continue their relentless combo, using clever swaps to attack Hanami from every angle. Hanami realizes Todo didn't reveal the full extent of his technique. He can even swap non-living objects infused with cursed energy. Todo swaps in Maki's special-grade cursed tool, and together they push Hanami back. Just as Hanami prepares a massive attack, Gojo finally arrives, and with overwhelming power, changes the course of the battle.